And then we will go to, we'll do some quickie one runs. Oh, I forgot about this level. I hate this level because I can't see where the enemies are. Because there's just so much in the way. Ah. This is one level that always gave me problems just because it's like hard for me to focus on an enemy if I can't see it. Which is the whole point of this level, really. But we'll finish up Baby Kaizo, and then we will do quickie one runs till we just don't feel like running anymore. Because quickie one is one of those ones that I know well enough that I can jump back into it pretty easily. I forgot that there's a gap back there. I thought that I just missed it that first time. Ooh. Out of that level, thank God. Okay, so next one should be either the mole level or the fuzzy level. The mole level. Oh, I forgot about that part. I hate this level so much. Should be, but this level is also, like, just ridiculously stupid hard. Mm. Ooh, I almost didn't make that jump. I bonked. I forgot I can't kill that one. I need it. Ah, I forgot. I don't know how I didn't clip that, I'm unsure. There's not one there, damn it. Damn it. Baseball to the face. Nice. But yes, I probably should be better at this than I am by now. Oh, that sucks. Keep letting go of jump. I need to hold jump so that whenever I'm on Yoshi, I have enough time to eat that mole or that Koopa. I don't know how I survived that. I shouldn't have. I really shouldn't have. There should have been no way I survived that. Alright. Now, onto the Fuzzy Nation. This one has one of the best trolls I've ever seen. Or I had ever seen up to this point. On my first playthrough. You gotta jump, Mario. Okay, you can't make that. Okay. Well, I mean, you probably can if you're better at this than I am. But this level right here was like the bane of my existence on my first playthrough. Just because I was not that good at surfing, which I still am not, like, great at it. And that one surf right there is really tough because you got to catch it while it's midair in order to have the height. Okay, that's cool too. Too much left. But this one is just it's for a beginner player, it's definitely rough. And when I first started playing this, I was told, oh, 100% is not that hard. There's one hard level, and it's discardation. And then I played this. So right there is how I was supposed to do that. I was just supposed to keep surfing the fuzzy and not fall to my death. But you have to catch it midair, otherwise you won't get enough height to clear. I mean, you might be able to get enough height to clear, but I've never been able to without catching it midair. Damn it. But this level right here is one of the first levels where, you know, it showed me what is truly possible in lunar magic. Oh my god. I can't believe I just went right over that fuzzy. I mean, I can. It's not my first time doing it. And like this right here is not easy by any means. Like it's Alright, so here's where the troll is. I'm not going to do it because I don't feel like playing this level again. But that middle concrete block right there is not a concrete block. It's a note block. If you hit it, it sends you flying up into those munchers and you die instantly. It is by far one of the best trolls ever. Like, it's so small brained, but just so, like, Baby reached the hardest level. Baby has no chance to beat this. Baby will never win. Okay, so this is just a bunch of, like, tight platforming. And the one part that gave me so much hell for so long was being able to turn around on a saw and spin the other direction. Like, it's still one of those things that's difficult for me today. And this one castle is why I say we might have time for me to do a quickie run. Which a quickie run should take me about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes tops. Assuming that I don't get screwed over on Tower Power or Surfing Castle. Or Rainbow Road, for that matter. Didn't give me my big bounce I wanted. There it did. And there's a reason why when you see speed runs of this game, they don't do the 100%. They only do any percent. And it's because of this and discardation. But yeah, this is like one of the hardest castles I had done to, or this was the hardest castle I'd done to this point, and like, I'd still say this is probably one of the harder castles in, in the beginner Kaizo ROM hacks. But this one, like, getting past this first part with the saw took me so long originally. Like, not this first jump necessarily, but like this part right here. And it's just trying to time your bounce so where you get a big enough bounce to make it to that gray platform, but also making sure that, you know, you're not bouncing into the ceiling. And when it comes back to the left, it's kind of deceptive, but like that one little one tile gap that it goes into, you can't bounce on the saw while it's in that one tile gap, because the entire hitbox for the saw the one tile hitbox that the saw technically has over its middle is covered by that wall, so you can't really count on getting a bounce there. Great, platforms fall slow, not fast. Like I said, we grabbed just a split second too early there. One of the big problems with doing this on like emulator is on that saw surfing spot. You have to be so precise on where you're actually hitting the saw at for your regrabs for the big bounces, that it makes it kind of hard to time it because there's a little bit of lag on emulator. And then I play on a wireless controller on top of that, so that creates even more lag. But I'm also one of the people that doesn't like using run ahead. Because there's not that much of a input time save with run ahead. And you get the same kind of stuff on hardware too. It's just not as common. But sometimes it can make the difference between a big bounce and a floaty bounce, which, you know, won't get you the height you need to stay alive. That spike right there is just mean. Mean-spirited. Come on. Man, I'm just getting all sorts of hecked by these hitboxes. Oh, great platform. I don't know what I was thinking there. No bounce. If I remember correctly, it's also like super ice physics in the final boss, so yeah, this one's gonna be like just a whole hodgepodge of mechanics I'm not exactly fond of. Yes, fall through the saw. That's exactly what I wanted. No! And in case anybody was wondering, the reason why those one spikes up at the top were like an orangish color instead of a yellow is because they all fall. So you can't just sit there and wait. I had muffins for breakfast yesterday, thank you. And I spent quite a bit of time on this. Of course, it was like 2 years ago, so. Actually, yeah, almost exactly 2 years ago. Because I'm pretty sure I beat this right about the time I got level up on Facebook and was actually able to start getting stars and raids. I remember playing the first level of Invictus on New Year's and just like totally like not getting anywhere on it. Yeah, so I just beat this and I decided to play Invictus. That was a huge wake up call at how little skill I actually had in this game and how some of the more skilled guys make it look super easy. Dude, just bounce at the same rate as the saw. Like, I'm also not a big fan of the POW animations. shakes the screen. I don't know why. It just throws me off a little bit. That stupid gray falling platform, man. I hate that thing because it doesn't fall fast. Like it like sometimes it seems like it takes forever, and it's like that in every single hack that they're used in. And it's not anything against creators or anything. It's just like I absolutely hate that one sprite because that one sprite sometimes seems to take like an extra 2 or 3 seconds to fall, and so you're standing there. Like I had the problem in Invictus, I had the problem in Quickie One, where you're just like you think that it's about to fall, and it just seems to take forever. I had it in Quickie 2 too. It kicked you. Huh, that's weird. Clip the wall. Hate disco shells. Bullshit. Like, there are very few things I dislike about this hack. This one castle, like certain parts of it, I do. And it's not anything against Noe, so it's just there's some really funny interactions, like how I could be holding left and still be going right there. There's just some really weird interactions in Super Mario World that happen between the frame rule and because you really only interact with objects every other frame. Damn it. And like the way you bounce on disco shells, like unless you hit it like in a very specific spot, it'll send you off, just shooting off in the opposite direction. That very well could be true. He is Baby Mario, so. What's funny is, like, I'll sit here and struggle on this, and then, like, I'll have levels like Sarfing Castle, which is by far harder than this. Way harder than this. And I can one-shot that one occasionally. But then again, I'm also not trying to turn around and go backwards on a saw in Sarfing Castle. But you do get the same kind of, you know. You do get the same kind of, you know, bounce interactions and stuff where sometimes it'll just seem like you fall through the saw rather than bouncing on it. Or how I can sometimes get a big bounce and sometimes not get a big bounce. Come on. Just freaking ride this off. Do what you're supposed to. Dude, I keep getting bounced backwards and I don't know why. I hate disco shells. Like, especially tight disco shells like that. Yeah, you do. So do I from time to time. It's just sometimes it feels like I get a good rhythm on the saw as far as controlling it, and then other times it just feels like there's nothing I can do. And then there's times where, like, you know, I barely tap left and he just, like, stops completely. Like that time when all I was trying to do was just maintain momentum. I remember this taking me forever the first time. Because of stuff like that. Where I'd be holding the button And like back then, I didn't have the input display, so you could see what I was doing. So like I couldn't like explain how I was trying to do it. Like by showing somebody, I had to just like try and talk to them. Okay, yeah, now's when I'm hitting the button. And so like it got really hard to try and explain, or for somebody to try and help me show me what I was doing wrong. Oh my god. But hopefully, I hate this freaking part of this level. Alright, wow, you did it. Baby's venture become better players almost over. Just one more final battle remains. Don't give up now. No power up. Yep. Super ice. Jump. There's a pattern. If I could get him to jump when I want him to. too far. Wow, it didn't push me back nearly as far as it did the time before. So like you notice sometimes I get pushed back to the left pretty hard by the Resners. But once I get them down, like once it's one, it's no problem. But it's like super ice physics in here. I don't know what I was thinking there. Boom, boom, jump. I don't know if it even gave me credit for that hit. Like, the one thing I absolutely hate about this boss fight is the fact that you can get absolutely bodied by these. And then it's super ice physics, so you can't really, like, you have to, like, really control your momentum. And these freaking fireballs, like, dude. There we go. Baby Kaizo done. With 100%. What should I call you now? You're not a baby anymore. But that doesn't mean you are a Kaizo adult already. Keep practicing Kaizo, but don't ever forget to have fun. Also, never forget how to say my name correctly. You say it like this. No so. Here are some actual credits. Yeah, overall, like, for being one of the first hacks I ever played, super fun hack. Like, difficult, but definitely good. Thanks for the GG, babe. The testers, Pinga, SMW Central, Nintendo, Just Cook, aka Mr. Invictus, Barbarian, Rochester, man, Link Dead, Buttspot, SMW Central, Carl Sagan, Chris G, freaking Ha, Valdio,